Hey friends, so I wanted to, I don't know why I started with such a big pause. I wanted to start with this video. This is a follow-up video on our first Parkinson's yoga class. And I do the yoga because technically or entirely it's different, right? We are doing stretch, flexibility, strengthening. We're going to do breath, and we are focusing on sensory points or acupressure points, which is also we've heard as reflexology. We have sensory points all through our body that when we touch them in different ways, we can access even better organ function or hormone release. And that is something I believe is such a neat a way to grow in ourselves that many don't understand. And I want to bring that to your attention because it's a valuable tool. When we can't move well, all of us can pinch a thumb, right? When we're feeling down and we don't want to move, all of us can pinch a thumb. So I'm going to back up before I tell you what that meant, okay? But this last Saturday, we covered the basics of what we will see every week, and we did a lot of talking, right? Talking about PNF. And you'll learn more about that as we go. It's the idea of contracting and then relaxing, contracting and relaxing. The idea of antagonistic muscles and synergistic muscles, where again, contracting to lengthen, strengthen one muscle to lengthen another. Legs, muscles, the same concept. You contract your quad to lengthen your hamstring, and you contract your hamstring to lengthen your quad. So the ideas of contraction, hold, and then release, PNF, and the idea of synergistic muscles or antagonistic muscles. Synergistic muscles are those that are near the large muscle. So we lengthen, like when I open my chest, I'm lengthening more than my pec muscles. I'm lengthening my delts and other supporting muscles around my chest. And I also have to contract my back muscles, my lat muscles, in order to lengthen my pectoral muscles. And in essence, when I do that, I'm strengthening my back, which leads us to the focus of this last week, and that was on posture. Now, we focused on posture primarily because that's so important, right? Opening our chest to strengthen the back and give us a more upright position. A reminder that we need to be opera singers. Everywhere we go, we need to stand like an opera singer, sit like an opera singer, but also girdling our spine with our strong abdominal muscles helps us to lift the chest. Squeezing our butt muscles when we're standing or sitting helps strengthen our glutes, which is in turn going to help lift our chest as well. All those back muscles have to work together to be strong in order to lift. So those are the ideas behind the postural focus this last week. Now, we also, as I back up, we're going to talk about that acupuncture. So even when we're feeling ucky, and we might be in pain, and moving a lot may not just be doable at the moment. We have these beautiful sensory spots on our body. If you've looked into reflexology, or if you've had acupuncture, we have acupressure points. They're the same. We have some right here, like, at the end of our eyebrows, to the inner side of our eyebrows, some on top, some on the bottom of our eyes, like where that ocular bone right there. We have inner eyes. We all know that when we rub here, how it helps, it feels good on our sinuses and other things. We have them on the outside of our eyes. We have them in many, many places. This week we focused on the one big acupressure point right here, where the circle is in your thumb. They also have that on your big toe as well, where your toe print is. And when you squeeze that little guy, we're accessing our hypothalamus, our pituitary gland. We don't need to squeeze it hard. It doesn't have to be like crazy. We can just rub it and then rub the other side. And there's neat hormones that can be released when we rub. Now, when I pointed out this weekend that the growth hormone was released, that's one that's obviously in children to get stronger or to get taller. But if we want to have stronger muscles, we need growth hormone release as well. And that helps to build our muscles. So just occasionally giving your thumb, where your thumbprint is, giving that thumb area a nice rub is a good idea. Now we can also grab each side of our nail and give it a little squeeze. That's uncomfortable. But just a little squeeze also helps release, little squeeze on the thumb, oxytocin, which is the love hormone. And it might release it and you might start to feel better immediately. But you got to do more than just pinch and squeeze. We also need to speak to ourselves. So, one thing when you're doing acupressure, whether it's that reflexology point or different points in our body, is to speak words of affirmation while you're giving a little bit of pressure to those points. We have them on the top of our head. We lift our ears just gently and our finger pads are on the side of our heads. We have them there. We have them underneath our collarbone and just to the side a little bit. We have there. And we talked about the ones on our armpit this week, just about 4 inches under our armpit. We just give a little pressure there. Now, all those points you can just give a little pressure to, a little rub, a little massage. And when you're giving that little bit of pressure, speak words to yourself, words of what you want to happen in your life, words if you want you to be, words like happy, I want to be happy, calm, I am calm, I am joyful, I am thankful, I am positive, I am strong, I am successful, I am kind. Speak those words as you touch those pressure points, as you massage those pressure points. I am free. I am pain-free. I am mobile. I am flexible. Adding affirmations to your acupressure is huge. Scientifically has been proven to help rewire your brain. When we speak things, we often fulfill what we speak, and especially when we combine it with neurological firing. Now, the same is negative. So let me caution you this. If you speak, now we can be realistic, but oftentimes we speak into existence not just good things, but bad things. I am tired. I'm weak. I can't do this. I can't do that. I'm not happy. I'm grumpy. And when we say those negative things, we oftentimes look down and we get a tighter chest, so we breathe less full and we become those things. When we speak positive, we lift. When we add those pressure points, we redefine what's going on in here. So take that to heart this week. I know this was a long video, but I'm passionate about you growing stronger, longer, more healthy, and more happy with the areas that we have control of. And you have control, I have control of a lot more than maybe we realize we have control of. So I'm excited about teaching you more about acupressure, reflexology, stretching, breathing, all those great things. I'll see you this coming Saturday. I'm looking forward to hearing how you practice throughout the week. Have the best week ever.